Jim Heath here, aka the Reverend Horton Heat. Today I'm going to be talking about how to put your guitar that's equipped with a Bigsby vibrato arm into the case. I do it different than what is designed, and I'm going to explain that right now. You can see here in an original Bigsby pamphlet that one of the design features of the Bigsby vibrato arm, patented true vibrato, is that you can take this arm and swivel it back. When I first got a guitar that had a Bigsby vibrato arm like this, the guy at the music store said, put it all the way back before you put it in the case. So the top of the case doesn't bounce on top of on the inside of the case. So anyway, that's what I did for years until I found out that by repeatedly doing this over and over, if you play a whole lot of gigs like I have, and I figured this out, if you play 120, I've played 200, we used to play 275 gigs a year. You do that many times, eventually this little, there it is, this little adjustment piece that's got a flathead bolt and a nut, this will get a little bit loose. The tension will get a little bit weaker, and then this bar won't stay up like that. It'll flop down. So part of my style relies on having this being able to move a little bit. So it's right there if I'm using it a lot for steel guitar bends, and then I might have it right there when I just want to grab it to vibrate on some vibrato, some chords, or it goes away a little bit. I'll push it away a little bit and it'll stay right there while I'm strumming hard, and then I can grab it back real easy and get it back into action if I'm going to go back to doing some steel guitar type runs using the Bigsby. So if I repeatedly, like I said, if I put it all the way back like that in the case, every time I put it in the case, this little thing right here gets loose, and it is really a process to tighten it up because you have to take the strings off and then getting it the exact right tension so where it's not really hard to move or too easy to move and flops away. It's kind of difficult. So once I get that set, I don't want this thing to move around too much. I especially don't want it to go all the way back like here. So the question you might ask is, well, you're riding around, you close the case on top of this, and the arm pushes down and is just hitting, the top of the case is hitting this arm as you're going around. That's okay. And for me, I haven't really noticed any damage or you're going to have to tune the guitar when you get it out of the case anyway, and it usually stays in tune pretty good like that. Just leave it like that in the case. That's what I do when I put it in the case. I don't move that around. Try to move it around as little as possible so it'll have the right amount of tension when I'm doing the show and I'm playing a gig, making a recording or whatever. But anyway, that's how I do it. I leave this up. And, if you think about it, it's going to decrease the tension on the strings a little bit if it gets pushed down. If it was going to be some effect that somehow pushed the strings up, I don't know if that would be good, but it doesn't. All it does is decrease the tension on the strings a little bit. And you know what? It might act as a little bit of a spring shock absorber there when it's bouncing around, when this is riding on the roof of the case, the inside roof of the case. you know, it might, I don't know. I don't know about that necessarily. So anyway, in a nutshell, yeah, don't move it back. Don't move it back. That's my advice. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget who else used to play Gretsch. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you, everybody, for watching. And I'll be looking at your comments below when this video is first released. Thanks a lot.
Wrecking machine, when it comes to rockin', she's a queen. We love to dance on a Saturday night, all alone where I can hold her tight. But she lives on the 20th floor of town. The elevator's broken down, so I walk 1, 2, flight 3, flight 4, 5, 6, 7, flight 8, flight 4.